So the topic of today is AI-powered copy. It's probably not the first thing that most business owners get excited about, mostly because they don't know exactly how powerful it is. So typically, when we have clients come to us wanting help with their businesses, all anybody really ever talks about is, "I want more leads," and don't we all? But really, refining your messaging and your copy is probably the most powerful part, not the leads. Only because when people come to us, for example, typically they're getting a lot of traffic, and the easiest way to double their leads is not even double their amount of spend on their traffic. It's to change the messaging and the conversion on what they have up. So a lot of times they don't have that right. It's a massive win because you can dial things in to get a lot more from what you already spend. And once you learn how to start to create this content with your own voice, it makes a massive impact on everything. So we're all using AI now. Hopefully you've dug in. But if you just use AI to write stuff, you're going to get stuff that sounds like AI. So the key is to be able to use these wonderful tools, but really get them to attach your voice to it. So it sounds like something that you would write and not something that AI would write. And us that like see it all the time, it's like super blatant. But if you get this stuff dialed in to really sound the way that you want it to sound, it's really hard to determine whether it's AI copy or not. And the beautiful part of that is to get really good copy written. It's not cheap. So some of you might not even know like what a sales copywriter is, but they're very expensive to use. So if you were to pay somebody to write good copy for you for your website to create your landing page, you can pay anywhere from ten to $30,000 just to have that written, which sounds crazy, but it makes such a big impact on your business. It's why people do it over and over again. Luckily, you don't have to because now we have AI that can write ten to $30,000 worth of copy just by learning how to program it and use it correctly. So the beautiful thing about Francis teaching this to you is he is one of the best copywriters I know, and he professionally has done this for a living well before AI has ever been popular or came out. So in order to understand how to program it and how to make it write really good copy, you really need to understand what good copy even looks like in the first place, because you won't really know if you're doing it correctly. So Francis has been kind of the brains behind this in our organization to put his mind and his expertise and copy behind this stuff to help us get it dialed in and understand how to get it programmed. And the great part about it is once you have that set up, and we're going to go into this later. It's actually our last session, I believe, in Total AI Marketer is hiring virtual assistants. It's very inexpensive to have an assistant come on your team and start to help out with all of your content, to write your emails, to write your landing pages, to write your social media posts. All of those things can be done very easily under your voice without a very big cost. So again, we hire typically from using onlinejobs.ph. I'll go through the process completely, but you'll have somebody that can come on your team for about $125 a week for 40 hours a week. And they're very excited to do that. And they can start to talk just like you without people being able to distinguish that by having a pre-programmed copywriting assistant that they can just log in and ask what they want and get in return really good stuff that sounds just like you. So having said that, Francis, are you ready to go, my man?
Yeah, so I should preface this conversation with one thing. Brian did a great introduction for me, and he said that I am the best copywriter he knows. I'm pretty sure I'm the only copywriter that Brian knows. But no, I have been doing this for quite some time, and I've written professionally as a direct response marketing copywriter, learning from the very best since 2001, about 2002. So I've hired dozens of coaches, I've hired the very best. If you've been on a 3-day event, I did this whole spiel about what direct response copywriting is. I'm not going to do a lot of lead up today. I actually want to get directly into writing copy and what it looks like and how to do this without the preference, if that's okay. So the idea behind writing copy is persuasion in print and persuasion multiplied. I in high school and in college, I did door-to-door sales for websites. So I went wearing an oversized suit in the hot Florida sun downtown. I went to these big tall buildings. I would press elevator buttons to see what would get me into a floor. I would walk into an attorney's office and try to sell a website. I realized I did not like that one bit. And I stumbled upon an ad on a website I was building because I was building websites and selling websites for a company. And so I was stumbled upon an ad about how to write copy. It was a letter and a marketing letter from someone named Corey Rudel. Corey was one of my early sort of mentors in this, and he's since passed. But I learned websites and copy and the idea that you can write a letter, or in our world now, this was way before video, but write a letter, write a video, and that video can be seen by hundreds, thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions of people, and it can sell a message for you. And so that's what we're talking about specifically today is how to take a words and turn that into money, but even more importantly, how to use AI to do this. Now, I want to show you something. I hope this, let me see my view, actual size. I want to show you something here of an email that I wrote this morning.
While
So
he's
this
bringing that,
is, go ahead, Brian.
I was going to say, while he's bringing that up, one of the keys, I don't know if Dan Kennedy made it up or he got it from somebody else, but he's a direct response copy legend as well. And he says he who can spend the most for a lead wins the game. And that's really what copy can help you do. So it's going to be able to help you get the most from your lead generation and extract the most amount of sales from it. And when you can spend the most for a lead, it lets you canvas all of the different marketing platforms. You're able to spend more than anybody else, where they may feel like that lead's too expensive because they can't convert it. So they're not converting the leads because of the copy. When you can dial that in and convert more, you can spend way more for a lead than your competitors. You can swallow the market whole. So you're not stuck in like just using one thing like Facebook ads, or you wanted to do Google, but Google ads was too expensive per lead. That's how you master all. That's how why they got so expensive is there are people that have this trait mastered that can spend that much. That's how it got to that price. And you're just not there yet. So that's why it's so expensive. That's why people are paying that price, is they've mastered the art of the conversion side and writing the copy. So I just wanted to kind of mention that because your ultimate game is to literally be able to spend the most for a lead and still be able to profit. It lets you tap into all the leads out there instead of just one platform specifically.
Thanks for that, Brian. And so what we're sharing today is using AI to write copy. And it's really the art of fine-tuning AI. I don't know if you ever heard that phrase, fine-tuning AI, but I want AI to fine-tune in my voice. So take a look at this email that I wrote this morning. And it's for our event coming up. We're 30 days away from the event. Take a look at this email. Let's see, here we go. Let's say 150%. Warning, 30 days, AI for Business Live, 75 seats gone, or 75% of the seats are gone. Listen up. This is your official 30-day warning. Our AI for Business Live event in Orlando is June 2021 to 22. It's now 75% sold out. And here's the brutal truth. VIP and mastermind seats are completely gone. And that is true. All of our mastermind seats are gone. I'm trying to get more seats. Our COO is preventing me from getting more VIP seats. Anyway, let me be crystal clear. We're begging the hotel for more rooms in our block because of how fast people are jumping on this. That's not marketing hype. That's a reality we're dealing with. And that's true as well. What makes this a must-attend event? Or what makes this a must-attend? We're breaking down every step of the marketing campaign from ideation to launch using AI. You'll watch us create entire funnels and systems right in front of you, just like we've done before, but even bigger this time. The amount of value packed in 3 days is absolutely laughable compared to what you're paying. Here's my gift for you to being on our list. Use code for $200 off general seats. Here's the catch. This is a discount only available to the next 50 people. After that, it's gone. Remember, our room block is ending soon too, so you don't have to wait for the best hotel rates. When you register, you'll get complete step-by-step blueprint to maximize AI in your marketing, sales, and lead generation. This blueprint alone is worth more than your ticket. The seats are disappearing fast. Don't say I didn't warn you. Talk soon, Francis. Don't overthink this. The general admission tickets are gone to sell out just like that in VIP. Then the price jumps to $997. Grab your seats while you still can. Get in at the discount rate with the code. Now, I wrote this in about 30 seconds because I used AI. I had AI trained on my voice, and all I said was this prompt. So let me show you the prompt that I used. So I went this morning and gave it this prompt. It was basically this. In the voice of Francis Ablola, which is already pre-trained on, Please write a short email about the upcoming AI for Business Orlando event, which you already knew. The hook being 30-day warning. There's only 30 days left. We're at seating capacity 70%. I want to give you a discount code. Use code for $200 off. And I spoke that into my computer and it spit out this email. And so I hope that like this doesn't sound like AI. I want to stress that, right? It doesn't sound like AI. It sounds like me because I've fine-tuned it. I've trained it on my voice, which I'll show you how to do today. Now I've done other trainings on this. So if you see me do it on a 3-day event or things like that, that's the process. But I wanted to expand on it in this session with you today. And it becomes really powerful because I didn't have to be the person to do this. Now, I did it for this one, but anybody on my team, a virtual assistant, our marketing people, our assistants in our office, anybody could have written this email just as fast and just as easily as I am because I've already trained it once. And so that's what we'll talk about today, how to train your AI on your voice. If you don't have products or services to offer, but you have affiliate programs, things like that, how to really make it sound like something that's persuasive and compelling, how to do this as a service. We'll talk about all those items as well, using the files and the programs and the things that you already have to offer. So let's go ahead and jump into this. But yeah, that's an email I wrote very, very fast in a few minutes. And I can do that again, again, and again just by giving it a very specific, clear set of instructions without typing. And what's cool about this, one of my team members asked me for an email the other day, and I think it was on a weekend, and he wanted to send it out. And I was somewhere. I was actually at I forget, I was at maybe my kid's jujitsu class, or I might have been shopping. And they asked me for an email. Can you give me an email? I just opened up my phone. I opened up our AI. I spoke into it through my notes, and an email was written. I sent it off. It's that easy to do these things. Now we're talking about emails, but use this for videos, use this for sales letters. It all comes from the information that you train it on. So we're going to go ahead and do that right now. I'm going to show you the process for training your AI.